Hello and welcome to New Parents in Training. So today I'm gonna unbox this Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. It just came in today, along with this wireless charger, because this came with the order. Currently, at the time of filming, this earbuds cost almost $230, but since they at the pre-launch program, and you can also pick this one up for free, this wireless charger. Now, also after I'm done unboxing it, I'm gonna show you how you can get it even cheaper than the retail price, because you can actually trade in your old earbuds to get a discount. I'm going to trade in my Buds Pro for $75 off from the retail price, and also there are other discounts as well. Anyway, so yeah, let me unbox this. Now I opt for the purple color. Alright, so this is the product itself. It looks much fancier compared to the black one I have. Oh, I actually like the feel of it. Now the original Buds Pro, the cover is kind of slippery, but this is actually have a little grip to it. Yeah, there you have it. Let's see what else they have inside here. So you have the charging cable, USB-C, and different size ear tips. And let's see this wireless charger. It's called super fast wireless charger. Okay, so this one actually have a charger inside. Okay, not bad, not bad. That is relatively small. So you can actually put one item on here, either your phone or your accessory to get recharged. And USB-C cable. Alright, so these are the two that came in. And let me go charge this up and then give it a test. Now I'm gonna compare the new one with the old one. The old one used to be really good, but then I started having issues right after 1 year warranty being passed. So yeah, there's some issue I'm gonna go over as well. So anyway, stay tuned. Alright, so after a few days of using the Earbuds 2 Pro, I'm really liking this. This is way better than what I was using. Anyway, before we dive into talking about more detail in regarding of the earbuds itself, let's talk about the pricing. At the time of filming, this earbud is at $229.99. However, you can get much cheaper than that through their website. Now, for one thing, if you are a teacher or first responder, you get certain percentage off. On top of that, you can trade in any wire or wireless headphone that you have. So if you have one of those old school wire headphones, you can actually trade in for $50 off. So yeah, the training program is extremely good. On top of that, you can use Rakuten. Now, if you're not familiar with Rakuten, it's pretty much an extension that you can install onto your web browser. And whichever website you go into, if there's any deals, it will find it for you. I'll put all the links in the description down below so you can go check it out. With Rakuten, depending on when you go into the Samsung website. Now, at the time of filming, it was showing 12% cash back. Especially if you are first time using the Rakuten, you can get on top of that $30 cash back as well. That's a tremendous saving. Alright, so now let's talk about the earbuds. Now for one, the Buds 2 Pro is actually smaller than the Buds Pro. Now because it's smaller, it's extremely well fitted into my ears. I was really surprised by it. Here's a side-by-side of the comparison between the Buds 2 Pro and the Buds Pro. As you can see, the Buds Pro is sticking out. Now the Buds 2 Pro is very fitted into my ear. By far, this is the best fitted earbuds I have tried so far. I have tried many other earbuds before, and especially all the ones previously introduced by Samsung. Now this one is by far the best one. And aside from that, just because the earbuds are smaller, but the battery is actually the same size as the Buds Pro. Now, in that regard, if you were using the Buds Pro before, then you should be seeing the same battery life when you switch over to Buds 2 Pro. Now, in terms of sound quality, depending on what you're listening to, if you're listening to rap or music with heavy bass, this definitely give you a punch. And also, if you are listening to just classical music, it's very crisp. In terms of sound quality, this thing is very superb as well. Now, in terms of connectivity, now this is Samsung product, so it connects really well or seamlessly with the Samsung products. Now, if you like me, I have a Samsung phone and also a Samsung tablet. You can connect your Buds 2 Pro to both devices at the same time. Now, however, it will not play everything at the same time. Now, if you are using the earbuds, watching a movie on your tablet, and all of a sudden your phone have a call coming in, then once you switch to a phone call, the movie will stop playing while you're answering the call. But once you hang up the call, then it will switch back and start the movie again. So it's very seamless in that regard. And also when you connect, all you have to do is just open up the case and it will connect automatically instead of you have to go into the Bluetooth to fiddle around to have it connect. If you are using Samsung device to connect with this earbuds, then make sure that you download the Samsung wearable app. That's where the earbuds really shine in terms of all the function that you can use. This earphone does provide you with noise cancellation and also ambient sound. Now for noise cancellation, as the name implies, then when you wear it, it will try to cancel as much noise as it can in your surrounding. Now when you switch to the ambient sound, what it does is it pipe in the outside noise into your headphone so you can actually listen to music and then hearing what's going on outside as well. Before, when I first started using the wearable app itself, I was able to select different level of how intense I want the cancellation to be or I want the ambient sound to be. But then Samsung have updated the app quite a bit. Until now, there's no selection for me to choose the different level. Here comes one of my issues that I have with the earbuds. So when I was walking outside wearing these earbuds, having the ambient sound on, I almost have a car snuck up on me without me noticing it. Now, so without the ability to change the intensity of how the ambient sound will come in, it became a safety concern when you are wearing this going outside. So just be mindful of your surroundings when you're having the earbuds in your ear. Now some of the other function that it has within the app is called the 360 audio. Now I found it kind of gimmicky because it doesn't really work all the time, but I always have it on. It kind of have a echoey sound in the background, kind of give you a false sense of surround sound while you are having the earbuds in your ears. Like I said, it's kind of gimmicky, but it's pretty cool to have this function. Some of the stuff that I really enjoy about this, now when you first connect your earbud with your phone or your tablet, it will ask you to do an earbud fit test. So what it does is you put your earbuds into your ear canal and then it will see whether or not this particular ear tip that you have on is the good fit into your ear. I always use the medium size with all my earphones. It turns out I actually need to use the small size. So who knows, right? Yeah, initially I have the medium one on. I feel it was very fitted, but then the app was telling me that I have to switch to a different ear tip in order to have a good fit. So I switched to the small size ear tip. It fits even better than it was before. Now, something I noticed about the ear tips, they are quite hard to put it back onto the earbuds themselves. Compared to the Buds Pro, it actually have a cutout point where it's easily for you to put the ear tip on and off. But for this particular one, you really have to yank the ear tip out and then push it in and make sure it's snug inside the earbud before you put it back into your ear. Something else I noticed and is very interesting is under the option called Labs, it has a function called Double Tap Earbud Edge. If you don't know, Labs is where Samsung tests out its future option or function for its earbuds. So some of the function here you will see is in the beta version. So with the Double Tap Earbud Edge, what it does is if you tap on the edge of the earbud, even when you have the touch control off, it will still function. So I tap on the edge of my earbuds. On the right side, it will turn the volume up. On the left side, it will turn the volume down. So to me, I really enjoy that function. I typically turn off the touch control because every time I put the earbuds in, I will accidentally touch where I'm not supposed to, and then it jumped the song or pause whatever I was listening to. I find it annoying at times if I touch on the wrong place. With this function on and with the touch control off, I was able to put the earbuds in with no issue, but still able to control the volume whenever I need it just by touching the earbuds themselves. One other thing that I find interesting on the labs is called the game mode. Now, if you ever play games using your earbuds, sometimes you will hear the delay sound. Now, with the game mode on, it will speed up the transmission rate with a bit of sacrifice on the audio quality end. But to me, when I was playing games using the earbuds, I didn't hear any sound quality difference. But I was able to hear the difference in terms of the speed. How when I hit the button for the sword to go down and the sound will come straight in. That really improved the gaming experience when having these earbuds on. With all that being said, I think this is a great earbuds to have. If you don't have an earbuds, if you want to upgrade, get this one. This is really good. And in terms of pricing, if you're able to trade in or get Rakuten discount, it's actually very affordable, and it's not that high of a price to pay compared to if you need to pay the retail price. Now, with that being said, usually when a new product comes out, a lot of people would suggest to get the previous model because the previous model will drop in terms of pricing. But not in this case. I would not suggest you to get the Buds Pro. Here's the reason why. Now, Buds Pro, the design is more bulkier than the Buds 2 Pro. And because of that, it doesn't fit into my ears all that well. I mean, it doesn't fall off, but it's just sticking out like a sore thumb. And secondly, it has an issue. After just a little bit over a year of using it, the earbuds, when I close the case, it was still connected to my phone. When that happens, it will continue to draw power out of the earbuds themselves. So by the time I need to use the earbuds, and they are out of battery. So that was very frustrating. So I actually called up Samsung to see if there's any solution to my issue. At that time, they told me I had to send the product in for them to actually do a diagnostic on it. So I did that, and they came back and told me that it needs to be replaced. They told me it's out of warranty, I had to pay $130 to get it replaced. So I said no. For a few months now, I've been using the Buds Pro, and I had to constantly recharge it every time I stopped using it. So it was very annoying. So when the Buds 2 Pro came out, yeah, I jumped on the gun to pre-order this because I just can't stand the Buds Pro anymore. In that regard, I think the Buds 2 Pro has a lot going for it with the price that they are offering. So this is actually the best earbuds I have tried this year. So anyway, if you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.